right. Hey, man, we are back for another show.
Back again.
We are back again, back again. All right, we're going to talk about the price. I'm going to hand it over to you. I'm going to hand it over to you. Come on. Bring us in.
I saw a sign. It was actually a picture, and it had, how it has the at the gas station you got regular and unleaded, and on the regular it said an arm, and on the unleaded it said a leg. And that's how I feel when I go and fill up my car. I feel like I'm giving an arm and a doggone leg. Now, my
Man,
question is, what in the world is going on with these prices?
man, we gonna talk about these prices, but we have special guests tonight.
Okay.
Tonight. All right. They got their own show too.
Excellent.
We just borrowed them for tonight. That's it. They do their own thing. They big time stuff. We just borrowing them for tonight. All right. So their podcast is called Conversation with Sheeda and Nikki. Now y'all gotta go check them out.
That.
Now we
I love that.
Your own self plug and all this other stuff. But you need to check. But they go. You know what? We asked them to join us to talk about, are these prices out of control? All right. Put your hands together. Put your hands together.
Come on. Come on.
All right. For Sheeda and Nikki, come on. Clap your hands.
Bring them on in. Yes.
Hey, y'all. Thanks for having us on the show.
No problem. Goodness. Thank you for joining the show with us tonight.
Yes. I heard you all got some interesting topics y'all going to be talking about tonight.
Oh, my God.
So dive in.
We like to have fun. So we like to take the videos that we see out talking about how crazy this is, because we know how crazy it is. But sometimes you need to see other people talk about it. And then then you're like, wow. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to watch a couple of tapes and then we're going to talk about it.
Yes.
All right. So you know what? I'm just going to jump in. Now, I don't know about you. When the last time y'all went to McDonald's?
Went to what? McDonald's. Oh, I'm not a McDonald's. It's in a minute.
Okay. When the last time you went out to dinner?
Oh my God.
What?
What was that, a couple weeks ago?
Yeah.
Because you stay going out.
Yeah, I mean,
we went to Chili's last week.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
Right.
And they prices went up.
All right.
Yeah.
So this is out of control. So I have a 5-year-old. Now normally we get this little 6-piece chicken nugget Happy Meal. Now, normally that was $4, $8.50.
$8.50. What?
$8.50.
Wow.
And we're in the
That's double.
We're in
That's a grown-up meal right there. That's not even a kid's meal no more.
So I want us to. We're gonna watch this clip. It's about a minute and a half about this food. Come on. Let's watch it.
Roll the tape.
We want to get you coming on next. So we want to hear it.
Okay.
February of this year, U.S. meat prices grew compared to just a year ago. Beef prices soared by 30%, pork by 11%, and bacon.
And so a package like this used to be?
It was between $5.99 and $6.99.
And today?
$10.99.
So are people leaving Oscar Mayer over there?
They're still buying it because everything else went up.
Phil Casa is the owner of Heartland Marketplace in Farmington Hills. He's been in the grocery business for 45 years. He says he's never seen anything like this. One choice he's offering his customers, a cheaper beef from Mexico.
Because it's roughly 40 to 50% cheaper than the choice.
And if you're looking at $26 versus $13,
that's half price.
That's a big savings.
Yeah.
According to data from the Bureau of Labor Statistics, meat prices in 2022 are expected to get a little cheaper, excluding breakfast sausages, which are scarce right now.
Why is the supply chain so interrupted when it comes to sausage?
They're saying they don't have the labor to do it.
Meantime, many other staples are getting more expensive, like produce.
Head lettuce is normally really reasonable, but this price has gone up?
Yes.
By like how much?
It used to be 99 to $1.29. Now it's $1.99, and last week was $2.99.
Wow.
So high, in fact, due to weather and supply chain issues, people are opting for bagged lettuce instead.
They've gone up roughly 20 cents, so it's less than 10%, whereas the other stuff was up 50%.
The price of oranges and tangerines up 8.9%. And a disease called citrus greening in Florida will only make matters worse.
So the price on orange juice is going to go up.
If you can find staples like orange juice, it will cost you a lot more, like $4 and some change for a gallon of OJ. The cheaper option may be the generic frozen OJ that you mix yourself. Bread and dairy also expected to jump in 2022, according to supermarket executives. And
When it comes to potatoes, a lot of people like the Idaho brand, but when you're counting pennies, when you're grocery shopping, a Michigan potato versus Idaho, $1 difference.
that's for a 5-pound bag. Potato prices are up 4.9%.
What you think?
Ridiculous.
What you think?
Ridiculous. But that's
To the
true
point
though.
you're gonna
Like,
get Mexican beef. You
right.
can have an American cheeseburger or hamburger no more.
Mm-mm.
Yeah.
It's ridiculous. It's really expensive because I have a family of 5 over here. So I'm the main grocery shopper. So I stay in the grocery store. So I see how much the prices have went up. Like it's out of control.
Yeah, I mean, you know what, to be honest with you, I'm really not surprised that they're doing this. Like, I feel like they know they can get away with this because people gotta eat. And then it's like I always hear in the back of my head my mom and my dad saying, I remember when gas was 10 cents. You know, you could go get a nickel or 10 cents. So it's like this doesn't surprise me that they're doing this stuff.
Okay, so
Yeah.
here's the question. Here's the question for everyone. Do you think they're gonna lower the prices since they got you used to paying this much for some food?
No.
Yeah.
Because at this point, they're probably like, well, they're able to afford it. They're figuring out ways to still buy the food. So if
Okay.
they're figuring out ways to still buy the food, then the companies are making more money and the consumers are spending more money. So they're like, if they got the money to do it, then
Right.
we're going to keep doing it.
Exactly.
I don't see I see a reason why they would change it.
Yeah, I agree. And I mean, really, to be honest, like, you know, we don't know anything about buying Mexican meat. So most people are like, I'm just gonna go ahead on and pay the price.
Yeah,
'cause-
of what you know.
Yeah.
The
Okay,
you know?
familiar
so
stuff.
so you telling me you go to Jewel's, they got the regular meat and the Mexican meat. You not gonna try the Mexican meat?
No.
No.
Mm-mm.
Even if it's half the
I'm
price.
sorry.
No.
I mean, a cow is a
No.
cow. Now, they
Mm-mm.
may feed that cow a little bit differently, but
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not taking my chance.
Yeah,
you
I'm
I'm
not
not.
either.
How about you, Leon? How about you?
Listen, I really think this is an opportunity. I see this as an opportunity. We need to go vegan because this stuff is ridiculous. You know, first they came with clone beef. Now we all know when they introduced the clone. First of all, we don't know what we eating. We don't know what we eating. It's clone. You know, clone. You don't have no spirit. You know what I'm saying? You don't know what. And now they want to introduce some Mexican. Listen, I love my Mexican brothers. I love to have me a burrito or a taco. But listen, let's try to stay American.
You said,
But
Yeah.
I do think, just like the ladies, I feel like this is payback. Remember how much money they lost over the pandemic? A lot of people staying at home. They lost a lot of stuff. And then this is continued payback for people are starting to quit these jobs. Did you hear the guy say, well, one of the reasons it went up is because we don't have enough workers. They didn't have enough workers to be able to do that because people are trying to get better jobs. They're trying to get minimum wage. They're trying to make more money and stuff like that. This is all a payback. These prices shouldn't be like this. This is ridiculous. It's ridiculous.
Okay.
It's ridiculous.
Yeah.
So,
Now,
And
now
not
let's talk
just
about.
beef, but like fish too,
Oh,
like
don't get
salmon,
started.
that went up as well.
Don't get
So
I mean,
even
started.
if you're
across the
trying to,
board.
right,
Everything,
yeah,
everything is just, it's just too high.
And think about
Mhm.
and think about this. If you're on a fixed income, which
Yeah.
most people are, if you work a 9 to 5 job, a regular job, you're not getting any raises. You know how much money you get every week or every 2 weeks, right? That's like
Yeah.
locked in, right? Well, when prices go up, that automatically means you make less money, right? So your
Right.
prices are going up, but what you're getting paid is going down because you make less money because you spending for these same
More
thing.
money.
I'm like you. I have a family of 5 as well.
Yeah.
Now Corey mentioned McDonald's. He said he went and he paid almost $10. Well, I went through the drive-through with my 3 kids, and it cost me $50. I almost had a heart attack.
That's about right.
$50 going through the
Man,
drive-through at McDonald's.
Yes.
That's
it's
Come on.
crazy.
That's about right.
Yeah,
Makes me wanna go
it is.
home and just cook.
Yeah.
Just cook the food.
Yeah, it's crazy.
It is
Yeah.
crazy.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
it-
We went.
Yeah,
I
it
made a
is.
mistake and we went to Portillo's. Went
Oh
to
no, you gonna be
Portillo's.
spending about $80 then.
Okay.
Mhm.
Me, my wife, my son. Normally $25. They said 42. I said 42 for a hot dog.
Wow.
I should. I
Yeah.
went to the store and bought some hot dogs, bought some French fries.
That's right.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. And
Right,
he's
right.
like,
You
hey,
you could have
Dad.
saved and got some of those Mexican hot dogs.
Man. Okay.
But like we were saying earlier, we had went to Chili's over the weekend, and even the prices that I haven't been to Chili's in probably about two years or so. It's been a long time. So when we went to Chili's, I mean the prices have went up.
Yeah.
Like they don't even serve. I think because we had got some like margaritas, like they changed up
Oh,
the way
yeah.
they serve the
Oh yeah.
margaritas.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
The prices
Everything,
went up. I'm
everything.
like, what? They don't even have. They used to have the what is it? The 3 for $10. The the $10 meals Chili's used to have.
Yeah.
Was
Yes,
it $10?
yes.
Oh no,
Yeah.
they don't have that no more. They don't have that.
Yeah, they don't. They
They
don't have
that.
it
Yeah,
anymore.
but McDonald's don't got the 2 for $2. They got the 5 for $5.
5 for
There ain't no 2
Yeah.
for 2
Oh
no
my
more.
God.
It's 5 for $5. Okay. Okay.
we
ain't
being
no-
robbed, y'all. We being robbed.
That's
But now-
Wendy's before.
now- to the floor. Now, guys, hey, I want to talk about what happened during the pandemic, and it's not, like people lost jobs, people lost houses, they had to rent. A lot of people went from owning to renters. Okay.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Well, the pandemic is over. Well, guess what they doing now?
Yeah.
They going up on the rent.
Yeah.
They going up on the rent. So I want you to watch this clip and then tell me what
Okay.
you got to say.
Remember those days when the pandemic was peaking and thousands of people fled the big cities? Well, times have changed. With the pandemic receding and normal life returning, folks are moving back and rents are going way, way up. When Gabby Freed moved into this one-bedroom apartment on Manhattan's Upper West Side a year ago, the landlord made her an offer she couldn't refuse. A special pandemic rate, $1,945 a month.
I knew potentially I'd have to move out in a year given if the rent increases were too much, but I didn't expect it to be what it was.
So 1 year later, how much was the rent hike? A whopping 41% to $2,745.
When I opened it up and I saw an $800 increase, I immediately started crying.
The 27-year-old dance teacher says she has no choice but to find a new apartment, and she's not alone. Stressed out apartment dwellers are taking to TikTok to air their grievances.
$500. $500.
From $4,200 to $6,200. I move out next week. My rent is going up $250. Yikes.
Roommates Taylor Asaro and Christina Gallo got a great deal when they moved into their 2-bedroom apartment in downtown Manhattan last year. But their rent just went up from $3,100 a month to $4,095. That's a $995 increase.
We just screamed. We were in absolute disbelief.
The 27-year-olds, who both have corporate jobs, are dog walking and babysitting as side hustles to afford the new rent.
There's not much room for negotiating if you're a tenant right now. You basically have to step up if you like something, and you got to pay market value, which is higher than previous market value has ever been.
Seeing everyone is going through the same thing and like hearing the amount of people that have very similar stories to what we're going through does kind of help the burn a little bit, because you're like, okay, at least I'm not alone in it.
Okay, guys. All right. Now, first of all, full disclosure, I am a landlord.
Okay. Oh, that's you hiking up some prices. No.
He's part of the problem. Yes. Yes.
So, full disclosure. Now, believe it or not, we have not hiked up no prices. Okay? So just don't be calling me. Don't. So, but we have seen the same places that we were renting, that we rent out. We have, condo, house. People have lost their mind how much they're charging now. In the same neighborhood down the street. So, what do you think? Now the poor girls, they got to walk dogs to pay their rent.
Yeah, they had to do side hustle.
Yeah. I'm gonna try to look at it on both sides.
Okay.
Like, you do have your greedy landlords out there, but
that's not me.
What is the What is the reason for the increase? Is it because the landlord is perhaps paying like the maintenance of the property, like cutting grass? Are they paying the water bill and the water bill increase?
No.
I'm just trying to.
Already been there. They just trying to get some more money. I'm just gonna tell you. I'm telling you, we have a unit 1350 in that same condo, and the same condo down the street. They're charging $2,500.
Yeah.
Just because they're taking advantage of people. People need some place to stay.
Yes.
So they're taking advantage. So I thought it was just, no, this is everywhere. Everywhere. And because they changed the whole rules on how you buy a house now, right? So remember before when you bought a house, you had to have at least a 560. Then they moved that up to 580. Then they moved it up to 600. But when the pandemic happened, now get this is the craziest thing. They said because you weren't working and going to work, you saving money paying off your credit. So we gonna move it from 600 to 620 to 640.
So where are they getting this information from? That's what I want to know. Like, who are they asking or surveying people in the community? Because I haven't seen nobody up and down my street, so I don't know where they get this information from. These are just like speculations or assumptions. That they're making just to make an excuse to raise the prices.
Yeah, that's what the banks decided. They said we were saving too much money in the pandemic. We were just saving too much money.
Please.
So we need to raise your rent because you couldn't pay the rent, but I'm gonna raise the rent. It's the craziest.
Yeah, it's like a cycle.
It's crazy. I mean, I just feel like maybe if people took a stand with some of this stuff, like we're not going to pay these astronomical prices.
Yeah.
I can go elsewhere, even if you got to drive maybe 20, 30 minutes more. I'd rather take a longer drive than to have that increase just because it may be closer to my job per se.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I gotta agree with you guys on that. I do feel that this is price gouging. Remember that during the pandemic, they blocked homeowners from putting people out, so you couldn't put people out, and some people stopped paying their rent. You still couldn't put them out, and so a lot of homeowners, they're taking this opportunity to try to make back some of that money that they lost. But this is so unfortunate, and we don't have. I do believe one of the reasons this is going on is because we don't have any leadership in our government. We have absolutely no leadership, so they can't even relate to what the average person is going through. They have no idea because they're not hit with these type of issues, and so we have no representation. But this is something that can't last, because sooner or later there's going to be an uprising. But just like those two ladies, now there's one thing to think about too, is that to be able to pay over $4,000 a month rent, how much money you make?
Okay. Yeah, that's another point.
How much? Didn't he say they work in corporate America? How much money you making?
They spend their whole check because they got to go walk a dog and babysit.
Right. To make ends meet. Mm-hmm.
Listen, I didn't see no brothers and sisters. So you know how it is. You know how it is when my sisters, sometimes when some people catch a cold, other people catch pneumonia. You need to have Pookie on that video showing how he living in a box and he going to work every day.
Yes.
So there's some things going on, but I think it's basically because we don't have any representation. We don't have any recourse to say this is just unacceptable.
Yeah. I totally agree. The government should be standing up and making laws to say that this is illegal. You cannot do this. But unfortunately, they're living their nice, cushy life in the White House,
right,
and don't really care about the poor people out here or middle class. I would say people out here too, but yet they want to still say that, oh, we're working to fight for you all, which we all know that's not true.
No, what they working for is keep that money in their pocket. That's what they
correct.
How do I keep that money going in my pocket?
Yeah, exactly.
All right. Okay. One more. We got we got to talk about these gas prices.
Woo.
Now, I was downtown the other day.
Yeah, that was yesterday.
Yeah. $6. I said $6. In fact, I was telling Leon to fill up my truck cost me $150. I almost wanted to walk.
Whoa. You was getting ready to walk.
I was ready to start walking.
Wow.
Yeah. I was ready to start walking. I'm like, $150. And the thing is, I used to pay $80. This is crazy. Now I'm paying $150.
So that's almost double.
Yeah, it's up. It's really gotten out of control. Because I know I filled up my gas tank a couple of days ago. It usually cost me about $40. It costs almost $70.
Yes.
To fill it. And I have a Volkswagen Tiguan. So it's not like a big car. It's it's like a regular size, vehicle. So it's not like a truck or anything, but yeah.
Yeah, but is this because of the war? What's going on? Why these
Oh
gas
my
prices
goodness.
are up
Oh my
like
goodness. That's a
that?
whole. You know what? You know what? Let's watch this video because see, that's a catch-22. There's a catch-22 in that.
I think we even have sticker shock anymore, right? It's like we're all sort of kind of numb to this, right? We're numb. You see everybody posting it on social media, and then you go by these gas stations and seeing a 6 or even a 7 really isn't that unusual anymore. Strange times that we're living in right now. So the news is sort of mixed when it comes to high gas prices. First of all, it is the highest ever. The average price for a gallon of self-serve gas in Los Angeles County is $5.83. And the good news is that it rose really incrementally, only 0.3 of a cent from the day prior. That's really small because over the past 20 days, it's risen about $1.04. In Orange County, the average price rose only 0.1 of a cent to a record, however, of $5.80 a gallon. So according to AAA, the smaller increases are due to a leveling off of crude oil prices. The United Arab Emirates announced it would increase oil production, and it's also encouraging other OPEC members to do the same. So we have an increase in supply of crude oil, and that should perhaps help gas prices to level off just a bit. But as we said, things are just getting more expensive across the board. Haley Winslow just did that story about higher food prices. And maybe you've heard Uber also announcing a surcharge with its pricing as well, 45 to 55 cents per Uber trip to help out those drivers who are also feeling the pain at the pump.
Now, see, you can't even take it. They're going to charge you some extra money.
Mm-hmm.
Now, the catch-22 about this whole oil thing is that most people think it's the oil, but we actually, the United States, makes more oil than any country.
Okay.
But we choose not to produce oil.
Yeah.
So it's the catch-22.
It sounds like a conspiracy. It sounds like a. Listen, let me tell y'all this story.
Go ahead.
I heard the other day, and this is really some good information for all of us, and especially for you ladies too. So there's this man. He's at the gas station and he's filling up his car, and a van pulls up, and a couple of guys jump out the van. Now they're going around his. They're getting ready to rob him. They're getting ready to rob this man, and the man, really smart move. The man pumping gas took the pump out and started spraying the robbers with the gas pump. And of course, him spraying these guys, they so shocked by that, jump back in the van, they take off. Now I thought that was really smart. I had to put that in my Rolodex because if it ever happened to me, I'm gonna say yeah. But hold on.
All right.
With prices $7-8 a gallon, listen. First of all, I'm not spilling a drop. I'm giving them my wallet. I'm taking all my money out of my pocket. I'm giving them everything I got. I am not going to waste my gas on them.
Right.
Now that just goes to show the sign of the times that you would rather be robbed than waste your gas.
That's true.
That is crazy. That is just showing you what's going on. And like Corey said, we have a national reserve of gas. We have mountains full of gas already been pumped.
Yep.
And usually what happens during times like these, the president releases so many thousands of barrels of gas into the economy to give us some relief. Well, we're not getting any relief.
We ain't getting no relief.
There's no relief here, and I don't know. Some people have really big cars, and I just can't imagine spending that kind of money on gas like what they're doing in California. I don't even believe those type of prices I'm glad it's getting warmer because I'm getting ready to bring my bike, and I don't mean my motorbike either. I'm talking about my two-wheeler. We're gonna get out there and we're gonna ride that two-wheeler.
Exactly.
Wow.
Exactly.
You
In
know
my
what?
neighborhood, they got a way. You see the new bicycles that have a motor in them that you charge them up.
Yes.
That's what they riding around now. They like
Mm.
forget, forget that we gonna charge his bike up.
Electric.
Man.
I'm gonna ride this down the street.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
crazy.
It is. That's an interesting fact that you brought that up about the gas reserves because I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
So what
Oh yeah.
what is I don't be looking at Biden like that. What is he saying? Is he saying anything about these gas prices? What is his take on this?
Well, he has his thing is that he wants to get everyone else in the world to help put
Yes.
more gas out to
Mm.
supplement the gas from Russia. Here's the crazy thing though, because we actually produce more gas than any country, we can do it.
Yeah.
But he's like, well, no, wait a minute. Let's get everybody else to do their part, and then we'll kick in. So he still has to open up the national reserves. That's why the prices are still high. So he can actually flood the market with gas. Say, hey, here you go, which will bring the price down. But here's the thing: it's just like this whole. We there's another show we talked about this. Did you know that the gas stations can charge you whatever they want for gas?
Right.
So they can buy it at a cheaper rate, but they can charge you whatever they choose to charge you. So you can have a gas station that says $5, and across the street, the other gas station says $4, and it's legal.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yes.
It really shows because are you ladies in Chicago?
We're in the south suburbs. Yeah.
Okay. You guys in the suburbs. I'm right outside of Cincinnati.
Okay.
And so gas here is $3.99. And it shows the difference between now it's the same gas. It's the same gas.
Right.
And you know the gas stations, they buy the gas in a group. It's a group. It's just not one gas station buying this gas. It's a group. And so the gas is really the same, right? But then they charge whatever they want to charge. It's just like, I don't know if you ever noticed, but if you go to the south side of Chicago, gas can be $7, $8, $9 a gallon. And then you go over on the west side, that same gas is maybe about $5, $6 a gallon. And it's because they have total control in that pricing. And again, we have no one at the highest levels really speaking for us, so we're not we're being treated like whatever.
Yeah.
Exactly.
That's true.
Hey, you know, we got a comment here. Let me pop this up here. So Greta lives in North Carolina. Let's see what she got to say here. She's saying they're also making the landlord accountable for all the units. So if you have a property, the thing is that you are responsible. So if you are a landlord of a building, the trick is, well, it's not the trick. The thing is that it doesn't matter. You're accountable for the whole building.
Yes.
So if you have one tenant that, and also the tenants do not control the heat in that building.
Right.
Unless you purposely separate the heat and all that other good stuff.
Yes.
But sometimes they don't, just like, hey, I would make it 60 degrees for everybody.
Right.
Yeah.
And so what people are doing, again, people have moved out. They can't get their money. They've been stuck, so they're trying to get their money back. So there's another thing, and I didn't have this. I want to get this footage so bad because I want you guys to think about it. So cars. Matter of fact, me and Leah, we talk about this all the time. So we were laughing about that. Did you know when you go buy a car? So you ever heard the manufacturer suggested price? That's what they say. MSRP is $15,000, but the dealership can charge you whatever they want.
Right. Right.
So you have used cars that are more expensive than new cars. Yeah.
You got to do your research,
Yes.
You definitely got to do your research.
Yes. Actually, the used car market has went up 37%. The new car market has went up 11%. And so some people who wanted to buy a new car, they can't because of the prices. And of course, people will fall back and buy a used car if you need a car. But now they hit you double. They done went up 37%. That is, again, if you're on a fixed income, and remember, a fixed income is not just someone who's retired. A fixed income is that when you get your paycheck, you're not getting raised unless you work in the restaurant industry where you can get tips or bonuses or stuff like that. Most people just work a regular job where you get paid per hour or whatever. And because of that, if you're paying out more, but you make, and I understand what Greta was saying in the comments about being a home owner or a property owner, that if she's paying for the heat and maybe you only have one person in there, but she's still paying for the whole building, that is a burden. But remember that when you rent it out, you factor in the rent for the heat for that apartment and you charge accordingly. And but your resident shouldn't be paying heat for the whole building. They only they only live in that one little.
Don't live in the one
saying.
unit, right?
I'm just saying. Let's keep it real, Greta. Let's keep it real. I get it. I get it. I own property too, but we're all in this boat together. It just didn't. These prices are not just hitting middle class; it's hitting everybody, right?
It is.
Yeah.
It's actually hitting.
So if we're all in the same boat, like it's just like if we're in a boat and the boat's got a hole in it, and everybody else is trying to get the water out the boat, and you sitting there and you say, well, the hole on your side. Well, if this boat sinks, we all gonna sink. We all gonna sink. It don't make a difference where the hole at. We all going down. So we need to all chip in together and get this water out this boat.
That's it.
Right.
Let's work together on this.
Exactly.
I agree.
So hey ladies, hey, we had fun. You know what? Y'all gonna have to come back.
Yes.
You're gonna have to come back because I'm telling you, we be hitting some topics where we need that other opinion. Because we guys, we gonna look at it. Here's what it is.
Yes.
So we gonna need y'all to come back to give the other side.
I want to know more about your show. Tell us more about your show and where you going with your show. I love the show. I was telling you, I was watching. Everybody need to watch those bloopers because if you watch those bloopers,
oh man,
first of all, you gonna be crying. I'm telling you right now, you're gonna be crying watching the bloopers. So tell us some more about your show.
We appreciate that. So our show is Real Conversations with Sheeda and Nikki podcast. So the show pretty much originated from me and Nikki just wanting to venture out as entrepreneurs. We both were working like a 9-to-5 job and we were unhappy. So we just stepped out on faith. We quit our jobs and we started focusing on the podcast. And the podcast originated because we wanted to find more business oriented individuals because we wanted to be in the entrepreneurial field, and we wanted to like network with more people that were business owners as well. So we was thinking, well, a way to do that is do a podcast, bring them on, connect with them. And it really turned into something that we really enjoy. We have a passion for it. So we really it's really evolved since, because we started January of 2021. So it's really evolved and we enjoy it. And we've met a lot of cool people that I feel like we wouldn't have met if we didn't do the podcast.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, that's wonderful.
Well, where can they see it? Can they go to YouTube, Facebook, IG? They got to know.
Yes. So our IG is Real Conversations 21. Our YouTube channel is Real Conversations with Sheeda and Nikki podcast. Then we have a TikTok, Sheeda and Nikki. And then our Facebook is Real Conversations with Sheeda and Nikki.
Okay. I'm telling you, they serious about this.
That is wonderful.
We are currently doing a book series, huh?
Are you guys related?
No.
No, we're just friends. We met at work.
Yeah.
And we've been friends ever since. So, and now we business partners.
Yeah.
That is so wonderful. Y'all relationship really shows through. I love that. I think people who tune in to your channel, they're gonna love that relationship that y'all have. It looks like y'all are having fun, and that's what counts.
Yeah,
right. We are. We're definitely having fun. We enjoy it, like and we have the say so of who we want on the show. Where we, we have full control.
Yeah.
So, and that's another thing that we have that independence of just doing whatever we want to do. Like currently we're doing a book series. So we're on chapter 2 right now of the book series. And we interviewed a young lady. She has a health and wellness website. And she had wrote a book about it, so we have her on the show. So that episode will be airing on YouTube this Saturday.
Yeah,
wonderful.
And then it'll air on Spotify and Amazon Music, Apple Podcasts. It'll premiere on there on Monday, the 21st.
Okay. I'm telling you, I think you know what? We gotta have them come back and just tell us about their journey as content creators.
Yes.
Because that's the new thing. We did a series called the minimum wage, and the one thing that stuck out, people were quitting their jobs to become content creators.
Yeah,
that's what you guys are doing. So we would love to have you come back, not just for that, but just to hear your journey. Let us throw some questions at you. Was it easy? Did you just like, hey, I got a camera, let's do this?
Right.
Yes.
Yeah. We would love to come back. So thank you so much.
Yeah.
Yes. Very good. Very good.
Hey. All right. Take us out, man. Take us out.
Man, it has been a crazy show dealing with these prices. It's one thing you can still laugh about it. You can't let anything steal your joy. No matter how the situation is, keep a smile on your face, a song in your heart, and I promise you it will get better. I think the key is put yourself around some good people, just like we did tonight. And listen, be blessed.
Be blessed. And we thank you guys.